Amid a life-altering injury, the family of a 12-year-old girl hit by a car in Lawndale last month faces a long road ahead. CBS 2's Jackie Kostick sat down with the girl's mother, who describes the pain of watching her daughter suffer as something she would not wish on anyone.
Before Michelle Billups knew what happened, she felt it.
I had got like this sharp pain in my left side.
It was a Saturday evening in late November. She sat on her couch with the window open, listening to sirens blare nearby.
And I was like, oh, and it just kept shooting me in my stomach. And I'm like, what is that pain? And then her best friend called me and was like, Mama, Imani got hit by a car and she lost her leg. And I was like, wait, what?
A few blocks away, her 12-year-old daughter lay on the pavement, barely alive. Imani's 14-year-old friend already dead. Police say both ran into the street and were struck by a speeding car. The 20-year-old driver cited for failure to reduce speed and yield to pedestrians. Billups rushed to the scene only to watch the ambulance with her daughter inside pull away. Even while Billups was shocked into the most unbearable pain of her life, a stroke of luck.
The paramedics put a ID band on her that said that she was Costner Doe and she was 33 years old. You know, Mount Sinai doesn't do peds. And I'm guessing they didn't know that, you know, okay, we don't have time to get her nowhere else. And Mount Sinai is like 5-6 minutes from here.
Billups believes that misidentification may have helped save Imani's life, getting her to the life-saving hands of Dr. Grace Chang quicker.
And when she came in, we see a lot of trauma. We see a lot of horrifying things. We see a lot of sick, unstable patients. But when we came in, because of her injuries, you know, she obviously was hit by a car and she lost her leg at the scene. She came in without her leg, and that was just one of the more brutal injuries we've seen, even in my career.
Imani had lost most of her blood. Her left leg was gone. Her right leg fractured. Imani had injuries Dr. Chang says most adults wouldn't survive.
None of us left her side in the ICU for at least 4 to 6 hours until we knew that she was kind of past that point. So I told Mom, I said, you know, these next few hours and even tonight is going to be crucial in terms of if she makes it.
I lost it because I was like, she's only 12. She has so much life ahead of her. It's not her time. I'm like, please, whatever you can, do whatever you can to save my baby.
Dr. Chang and the team at Mount Sinai did. Once stable, Imani was taken to Lurie Children's Hospital, where she remained heavily sedated for weeks.
When they took the tubes out and took her off the ventilator and she smiled, I said, you just made my heart smile.
Billups thanking God her daughter is not only alive, but still her sweet, vibrant, loving self. But while she tries to stay strong in front of her daughter, Billups worries how the family, once homeless, will survive. Financially, physically, emotionally. For now, there's only trust and faith, and taking things one day at a time.
I know that God has the last say-so because he wasn't ready for you. He sent you back. Because he said, you know what, you still have time and you have a purpose. And I tell her that all the time. You have a purpose in life. You just have to figure that out.
Jackie Kostick, CBS 2 News.
Billups said street lights where her daughter and her friend were hit have been out for years. She believes the dark road contributed to the driver not seeing the kids. CBS 2 made a public records request asking for the number of calls and complaints made to the city in the past year. We've not heard back. Former Chicago